Hey guys, it's Takisa and I'm back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a bonnet talk, hence the bonnet. This is actually my absolute favorite bonnet that I have. I have like 5. The other 4 are like the cheap ones that you can get at the hair store or like Walmart. I got this from Target, and this is a bonnet with a silk inside, so this is really good for your hair. And then I have the elastic band, which is very soft. It's easily, movable, but it really helps with your edges and things like that. This was like $4 at Target, and I believe the brand is Equate. And I just wanted to get that out the way because I know people are gonna ask where I got my bonnet from. So, bonnet talk, I want to kind of give y'all an insight of what it is. So bonnet talk is kind of like a segment or a series where I'll be talking about people's lives, not talking about people's lives, but like sharing people's stories, answering questions, and just talking about topics that are going on and relevant in today's times. And I don't want you guys to feel like I'm attacking anyone. I don't want you to feel like I'm better than anyone. I'm just simply giving my advice, my opinion, things like that. And the first bonnet talk is going to be a Q&A because I asked my followers on Instagram. Oh, follow me on Instagram as well. I asked my followers on Instagram to send me questions about different topics that they want me to talk about, and I only got a few. I didn't get a whole lot. I probably got like 6 or so, and I'm gonna answer those questions for you guys and let you know what I feel about them, or what my opinion is, or my advice is on the questions. So the first question that I got was from Honey Dipped on Instagram, and her first question, she asked me multiple questions actually. Her first question was, in a world that is full of distraction or temptation, how do you keep your salvation or have a consistency with the Lord? So, the Bible says to meditate in His Word day and night, and just allotting a specific time, for God, and just praying and continually keeping Him on your mind definitely keeps me in the spirit. I always try to keep God in every situation that I do. If you do, then you'll definitely be successful. I feel like people have forgotten who God is, and it's our job as Christians or people that are believers to shed that light on people who don't really know who God is. So little things like questions. So if someone says, "Oh, why are you always so happy?" "Oh, God woke me up this morning." Little things like that help keep God on my mind. And just saying a little prayer before I do anything, or doing Bible plans on the Bible app is a good way to stay consistent with God. And going to church, the Bible says that we should fellowship and learn and grow in Him. And of course that's paraphrasing, but you definitely want to make sure that God is at the forefront of your life in every situation, in every problem. Like just make sure that He's your first thought and your first go-to, because you can't rely on man. That's all I have to say. Just make sure he's in every situation. So before you go to school, God, thank you for this travel to school. Thank you for giving me breakfast to eat, or just little things. You don't even have to spend a whole 3 hours talking to God. You don't. It's not that deep. Of course, He would love that, but if you feel like 3 hours is too long, then start small. And her second question was, there's been a running debate about makeup and self-confidence. Some say that it is not that deep, it's just another accessory. Others say it is a mask that covers insecurities. If you were to ever receive backlash about wearing makeup, how would you respond? I haven't received any backlash about makeup at all. I tend to kind of keep my makeup natural unless I'm doing a look for Instagram. But you, as an artist, you don't really care what people say. Of course, you do have feelings, like we're human. You're going to have feelings, but makeup is art. It's just like painting a picture, but you're painting a picture on your face. So my eyes are green, my lips are blue, my brows are colorful. Like, it's just like art, and people see it as covering up insecurities, but it's a way to be creative. It's a way to just get in touch with yourself, because with makeup you're focusing on you, and a lot of people don't know that spending time with yourself, that you're spending time with yourself when you do your face. You're like, oh, okay, well, my brows look good, I think I look good. And if someone is doing their face and they feel like they look good, then I feel like that's not covering up insecurities. We don't do makeup to make people, look at us any different. I feel like that's my opinion. Some people might, and I feel like they shouldn't, because everybody's beautiful in their own way. You can't go off of what people say. You can't be looking for validation in other people and from gurus and people that don't even know anything about makeup. If they're not wearing makeup, that's them. If they do wear makeup, then that's fine. Like, just don't look for any validation in anybody else about your face, about your makeup, period. That's all I have to say about that. She has like 3 questions, y'all. Her last question is, what are some tips you would give someone that is trying to start their own business or YouTube channel from the ground up, having no knowledge about where to begin in a market in a market that seems to be pretty full? And with that being said, I feel like YouTube is not full. There's so many people doing the same things, of course, for views and all of that stuff, but at the same time, there's people that are being so creative and original, and a lot of people don't see that. They see the wave. They see what the Jake Pauls and DDGs and Jackie Inas and Patrick Star and Jeffree Stars are doing, and they're trying to follow their trends. But if you just ride your own wave, somebody's gonna say that you're dope, and they're gonna tell somebody else that you're dope, and that's gonna repeat the cycle. That's going to get you noticed by people. If you just be yourself, and then, girl, Google. You better Google everything. That's what I did. I use what I have until I'm able to buy what I can, and it is expensive, but if you keep going and you're consistent and you don't give up, then you'll definitely go far with the whole YouTube thing and starting your own business. You don't want to go into your own. You want to start your own business without any knowledge about that business. So look into other people that have the same type of business as you. If you don't see anybody that's doing as great as you are, maybe ask them questions to see where you shouldn't, what you shouldn't do when running your business. Google, network, definitely network. There's a lot of events everywhere. I'm pretty sure there's networking events going on every day in any city in the United States. I can tell you that right now. I know in my city, I live in Tampa. There's marketing events and networking events every weekend in Tampa, every weekend. And, sometimes people can't make it to everything, but there are enough webinars and things like that for you to sit down and do at home by yourself to kind of get an understanding of what running a business is like, and that'll help you gain the knowledge that you need to start that business. And Google, girl, Google is your best friend, okay? Google, talk to your mom, talk to your dad, talk to someone that owns their own business. You can walk into a mom and pop shop and say, you know, how do you run your own business? I don't want to know exactly step for step how you run your own business, but what advice would you give me if I wanted to start my own business? Not even, it doesn't even have to be in the field that you're in. Any entrepreneur, anybody that has their own business and sets their own schedule, you can ask them, because as an entrepreneur, you take risks. You do a lot of things that are out of the ordinary, that's unorthodox, and you just, there's a lot. It's a lot, but if you sit down and take the time to gain the knowledge about running a business and starting your YouTube, you'll be successful. I'm telling you. I'm not there yet. I'm still growing myself, but I'm learning something new every day. Okay, so the next question is from your fave Jay. And her question was, how do I get my hair curly like yours? My hair is a different breed, girl. I just want you to know that. Everybody asks me how I get my hair curly, and I literally just put water and conditioner in my hair. Water and conditioner or leave-in conditioner. Sometimes I use like leave-in conditioners, and I use curl creams or curl milk and stuff, but literally I just wet my hair and it curls up. I don't know how to say this name. I'm not gonna try, and I'm not gonna spell it out because it's too long. But her question was, I think that's a girl. Yeah, it's a girl. Okay. What tips do you have for upcoming makeup artists? What brand should they start out with? Okay, so I am a freelance makeup artist. I travel, and I have been doing it for about 4.5 years now. And I feel like as a makeup artist or up and coming makeup artist, you should practice on anybody that you know. And if you know your worth, then you'll be successful. It did take me a while to kind of figure out what I'm worth and the time that I'm worth for everything that I do makeup related. I just changed my prices, and the price has gone up. Like, I need people to understand that makeup is not a joke for me. I love what I do. I definitely do. But when it comes down to it, this is how I live. This is how I eat. This is how I pay my bills. And $50 is not going to cut it. I travel to you. I'm not inconveniencing you at all. I'm going out of my way to travel to you. So, I need you to run me my money. That's what I have to say. But once you feel like you reached the point to where you can start charging people more, then that's when you can stop practicing. Not stop practicing, but not give out too many handouts. So when I first started, I only did makeup for $25. It was $25 full face with lashes, and I went to them. I didn't have much. I didn't have a lot, but I worked with what I had, and whatever I made sure I paid my tithes, and I made sure that I was able to reimburse my kit. So my kit, I think I started out with like 6 shades of foundation, and whatever shade I needed, I had to mix. So the brands that I used were Black Opal, Maybelline, Black Radiance, and CoverGirl. CoverGirl is a little bit more expensive, and I only got that once or twice, but they last a while. So that's one thing that I would have to say. Like, drugstore foundations work very well. I feel like if you're in a demographic where there's a lot more color people, then I would stick to like Black Opal and Black Radiance because they have shades that fit everybody. and Maybelline as well. So those 3 brands will be your best bet. And then as well as for your lighter skin people, Maybelline has all those shades as well. So regarding your kit, I would stick to drugstore. Stay out of Sephora, stay out of MAC until you make the money that can afford Sephora or MAC. If you want to maybe get a brow wiz or a dip brow from Sephora, that's cool. That's not too expensive. But foundations from Fenty and Kat Von D and Bobbi Brown and all that stuff is not necessary at this time. Just do what you got to do to get by until you're able to start charging people what you think you're worth. And that's all I have to say about that. That is my last question. But if you guys want another bonnet talk, definitely leave that in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.